Welcome back to Midwest Linux Gaming. I'm your host, as usual, as always, Stompin' Llama. And we have two side missions to do before we begin our wonderful services under the great, the famous, the ever villain, depending on the game, Oda Nobunaga. We've got two side missions to do, and then hopefully we can complete the main mission. All in the allotted time frame of roughly 3.5 hours. As you can see here, I have changed entirely our set of garb. It turns out the Shinto set was really good. And very amazing light helmet of the Kodama Bowl. Plus it has a Kodama sensor on it, so that's just glorious. So we start in the basement. Corsanoni Bozo. Or as they're called here, a toxic slime. Whatever reason. They may be called mini. I think they were mini Bozos, actually. Accurate name? More than likely not. That is not enemy. Oh, that is you. Well, the easy path down has been destroyed. No. That sounds like a wheel monk. Oh, he is taking forever. Hey, big guy. And dead. No, seriously, that sounds like a wheel monk. I hate those things. Actually, we had a discussion on the with my 14 FC guild about those particular types of enemies and how they're just the worst. How did he not die? That took far too many bullets. I knew it. No! And that is why I hate them. Somehow that's considered not a normal death by Wheel Monk. Ugh. I'd not expect them to introduce those sons of guns. No need to take on that mini bozo. Of course, we do not trust them. That guy's actually unresponsive, so... We could go around the Wheel Monk. We could see what changes they've made to them. Looks like they added a weak point to the backside of them. That may have always been there, to be honest. Ouch! They are still not fun. Okay, that's a Yoki back there. Literally no reason to go that way unless we have to. Dweller. I was not aware those things came in large varieties. Because that leads to that, which leads around. I hear a Wheel Monk. I'm not particularly enthused about hearing it. I suppose we do have to learn how to deal with them. They're slightly less annoying, which seems to be the case with almost all the enemies. That's mostly because of the addition of the burst counter on their hardest moves. Actually is a pretty good thing overall. Elixirs are back to full. I hear something. Oh, I hear that dweller over there. We're only here to retrieve her goods. Which means technically we don't even have to go that direction. Take that. What's really weird I do wonder how you get over there, but that is kind of irrelevant. They wouldn't just not give us a boss. No, that's underground. We'll just leave those gakis alone. Gakis thought they could surprise me. I've played a Souls-like. I've played a Souls game or two. Now, question is, what killed you? Of course, that'd have to be an Epon over there. Of course, in a very enclosed environment. Why would there not be an Epon over there? Not enough for Snake. No, no. Ooh. Got him. In a very tight corridor like that, that is that could have been worse. For some reason, there's an invisible wall there. I do not understand. Ooh. That did give us some interesting blue gear. And that does have an equipment drop rate, so we might want to hold on to that. And back into this abundant greenery, wildlife, overgrown section. You know, the thing to always be concerned about. Especially when the wildlife takes over. Do a level up. I think our current guardian spirit requires strength and courage to unlock his locked skill. That's the word. I was thinking optimum, but it's just a locked skill. And now you die. That is just unfortunate. Agaki, huh? Where? Oh. There. You stop that. I mean, we technically don't have to mess with this Gaki if we don't want to. Of course. I was dodging through that game. Game? Not again. God Damn it. I used all my healing on that one. God dang, I hate them. And all I wanted was to see what was over there, and there had to be one of them. Of course, I had to flip and be one of them. I'm not even sure if the sword would be a better thing to fight them with or not. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure. I mean, Ankis I can fight. Yoki I can fight. Gakis I can fight. Like I said, Enki I can fight. Yoki I can fight. Even these soldiers I can probably fight. With like no healing. But those snakes? Nah, man, nah. Those snakes are not something I can just fight. And they're not as bad as the DLC enemies from Nioh 1. Like, most of those were just terrible. I've got literally no healing. Like, literally none. Like, it's... Literally no healing. Like, literally none. I may be able to take on a Yoki with no healing, but... Just no. We're not taking on whatever the boss is with no healing. That is just no. I mean, I appreciate the vote of confidence, game, but... Your answer is still no. Your answer is still no, game. That's an Anki. That's, now that he's done with his human, is going to just ignore me. Great. That one's on my tail. That one's not where I wanted to go. I suppose that's fine. Go! Rocket Man! The Nioh. Nioh. I don't remember what's a Nioh. God dang monkey! That's just the big gaki. Of course. That's the snake lady. A Yoki? Seriously. He's got a Gaki back up. No! Of course they had to summon more. Of course they had to summon more. Couldn't just leave it at the snake. Couldn't just leave it at the snake. Could you? No, you couldn't just leave it at the bloody snake. Couldn't leave it at the bloody snake now, could you? I did not want to aggro him, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Snake? No, big Gaki. Oh, now she spawns. Great. We do have a limited amount of time, it would seem, in order to kill them. Come on, Gaki. Please be the end. No! Just human. Oh god! A yokai hunter! Oh, finally. That was a gauntlet and a half. Oh, that was a gauntlet and a half. Again, not terrible, but a gauntlet and a half nonetheless. She probably is one of them. But in different ways. But I suppose with nowhere else really to go, we unlocked some information apparently on the lesser uni. I told you their name was not toxic slimes. The lesser umibozos. Like, why were they called toxic slimes? Like, okay, toxic slimes are apparently a different type of unibozo. That makes even less sense. I mean, they're the poison type. That makes even less sense, because all it is a water variety. Just, that doesn't make much sense to me at all. These, I hate these. I do really, really kind of hate those things. I really, really do. Might as well look at our equipment and see what we got. Maybe we pulled off something. I mean, we did. We got a really nice sword upgrade. That's nice. Still no better axe. Big old bronze hammer. Still keeping an eye out for clawed fists. Oh, those are sentient, all right. Possibly useful. Okay, those merchant robes look like they might actually be a decent light armor. Gold and emerald earned, that's really good. And key recovery speed, also very good. None of the armor seems any good, except for maybe the merchant set, maybe. Not really that good. Apparently we learned a couple of skills. A shiftling skill. That sounds like an amazing skill. Like, most of these don't seem to be much more than just buffs to your generic moveset. Like, none of these seem particularly great things to invest a ton into. Except maybe that one. I mean, it looks like we can mostly get our way there very quickly. Relatively speaking, at least. Arrows into rifle rounds. Based on your heart. That sounds ominous. Barehanded counterattack and parry. More gold, the better. Oh, better equipped drop rate. Good. Need that one, too. Well, what a surprise. I wasn't expecting them to take in a bunch of soldiers just like that, without any real clue as to our background. I guess that they must have been impressed by the old Tokichiro. I'll get these names eventually. That aside, things sure are getting busy around here. Sounds like the enemy are maneuvering a considerable force this way. But I imagine that's not going to stop you from getting out there and earning your keep, right? Me? I have no interest in crossing swords with my fellow man. No? I'll leave that to you. In the west of Owari Province, in a basin surrounded by steep mountains, lies a place called Okehazama. Okehazama. The ample cover in the sides of the mountain provides the perfect place to conceal troops, and is often used as a resting place between long marches. While the valley is extensive, the limited habitable lands means that it's long been abandoned as a place to live. Outlaws and deserters often escape to the valley, only to never be heard from again. Sometimes the place groans of someone or something can be heard carried on the howling wind.
Oda Nobunagaに命を預けよ。狙うは敵の大将義元の首。続け。敵は何？敵だ。おのれ。
Wolfman Mataza. I don't recall all of the samurai we encountered in Nioh 1. I imagine some of them we will be meeting up, we'll be accidentally meeting up with. Me with my big axe. $14 to the next level. Looks like there's a way back. There's a shortcut right off the bat. Ah. I mean, it may be crawling with yokai, but that's nothing new for us. I mean, if it scares you, Spear Lord, don't go this way. I, on the other hand, will see you on the other side. Bats. They've already made better use of them than in Nioh 1. Friendly oh, there's a door. Where? Where's door? That tells me there's door. But normally he's like right in... These types of deaths are right next to the door? Maybe the door's on the other side. Maybe the entire mountain is a door. No door over here. This is gonna really get me if I somehow do not find the door. Just making sure I've not accidentally picked up the one item, which I have not. Apparently there's an Enki around. I do kind of hear him. Oh, there he is. Now there's another one. Silly Enki. Thought he could take me. I mean, he did make me waste one healing on him, but, I don't particularly like the look of you. Kodama? Oh, you do have tusks. Whatever you are. Whatever you were. Yanaba. Yamanba. You little guy. I have something for you. Probably. Why don't you take this. Not necessarily the fairest of trades. Ah, and that's our shortcut. Good, good. And there was the other Enki back, not back here. Kind of back here. I'm already getting partially slightly lost. Back here. Not even a scratch. At some point in time, we'll be getting up there. On a second Kodama. Well, it looks like this is progress. That's the Yamanba. Apparently duck out, and then, aha! I see you. There's a cliff there. You might want to watch out for it. Of course. Yeek. That was... and dead. Oh, I've unlocked whatever proficiency scale I was looking for with my axe. Or would be, if I could use it. I suppose increased grapple damage isn't bad. It is somewhat funny. That seems like potential progress, but I imagine this is just going to loop around to there also. Not you. I hate you. Snake. I might just need the faster weapon to handle that. So that is why we keep a faster weapon on us, I suppose. Gaki. Probably could have killed him with some regular damage as well. That is just a free Kodama. Oh no, there is more of the snake. Of course there'd be more snake. Oh. Yes, it is just going to be need a faster weapon in order to deal with them. I mean, that's perfectly all right. Annoying, but all right. I hear more Gakis. I know they're around somewhere. Of course! You had to be right there. Would be nice if you dropped an elixir, but I suppose. I suppose we can't always get what we want. Okay, there's a shrine there. And of course, Gakis never drop what you want them to drop. Let me guess, this is just a bypass. Well, they knew the snake enemies were annoying, so they gave you a way to bypass them if you're fast. Tengu on this path? Oh, surely not. This is bad. That was highly dangerous. I'm not going to lie. That was exceedingly dangerous. For what reason? I cannot tell why I did that. And that appears to be progress over there. Sword is now maximum. Now, which one of you is the load-bearing yokai? You are the load-bearing yokai. I should have taken the time to heal. I was also very enclosed. Very, very enclosed. That's not the best location to be taking on an Enki at. Ooh, and free soul. For some reason, I thought getting the drop on him would have been, you know, extremely helpful, but it turned out not to be. Oh, come off it! Alright. We continue. Ooh, didn't know they could drop smithing texts. That's pretty cool. And Agaki again. Well, that village has been cleansed, which is really nice. That means most of the yokai will not respawn. Most, if not all of them. Which is good. Means we can safely explore. Oh, I see you. At least they don't have the Gakis, you know, paralyze upon stun. Which is good. I figured there'd be at least one Kodama over here. Wow. Ouch. These yokai are saying some very specific things. Who are they thinking they're fighting? Someone from this village? As far as we can tell, there were no one from this village over here. There shouldn't be. And this is just past here. Which is a good thing I decided to go around, because holy cow, having to fight through all that and then him? No. Wait, ninja skill? Ninja skill. Right, we still can't use that skill. We still can't even acquire that skill because we have not learned part 2. Kodama. Killed by that Yamba. There might actually be a chest in here. I did not look. No, but there was rifle ammunition, which I will take. I will take the rifle ammo. Can only carry so much of it, and it's not very much. Not very much at all. Really, that Yamba got a lot of people from the looks of it. Meanwhile, we've still not seen that stupid wall door. Like, we know it's around. That's not a bad one at all. Especially at its level, too. That's not a bad one either. Both of those are really good with their equipment drop rates. Those might be worth just keeping around for that alone. We're still short on the soul drop rate. Of course, Tengu comes back. Why would he not? Those burst counters are actually extremely important and useful. I need to remember to use them more. Like, I really do. Is that snake sound? God, if that's snake sound, that is terrible. You don't get to go anywhere. Still trying to figure out. That tree. I've gotten myself turned around. Very much so. very much got myself turned around, but that's a good thing? Maybe? Honestly, not sure. Still a little confused as to where I am. Not a snake in this environment. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. Do you wish to join your sister? I can arrange that. Are you kidding me? Gaki out of nowhere. Where did he even come from? Oh. I should have known. Should have known. Oh, come on. That tree should have blocked that. And you know that. God, I'm down to half my elixirs already. No, she's not worth fighting. What is likely this trap, yokai. This trap gaki. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That time they didn't even drop anything worthwhile. And now snakes? Just... Oh, come on. Where was that gaki is hiding right over there. Oh, god damn you. Great. Antiparalytic needles, which I do not, in fact, need. Where is she? That is a yokai down there. Finally. This shortcut. This requires us killing an Enki. This isn't the worst one to kill in the world. She very quickly forgot about us. That's probably a good thing. I should be able to catch her here when she stops. Which won't necessarily kill her. But it will get her really close. There we go. Oh, we got an elixir back too. That's good. Good, 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 good. What yokai is waiting for us over here? I'm surprised that worked. Of course, there had to be another one of these. Not prepared to take on one of those, and suddenly there was a weird frame drop there. Of course! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you what? Good luck finding your way back up to me. He's gonna try and make his way back up to me. Good for him. I'm going to just ignore him. There we go. I might be getting the hang of those, but only with the fast weapon. Of course. Oh God! Monkey! Why would any of this be easy? Close to easy, even. Of course. Why wouldn't they spawn fire faces, the Onibis there? You know, only the most annoying enemy in the world they ever made. Ow. I've not retrieved snake. Not retrieving the snake is a problem. Oh, we're probably really close to that shortcut, too. Probably really close to that shortcut. Oh. But that also means we're really close to... I can see her now. No, don't put me into one of those. I might be able to sneak past that Anki, to be honest. He does look like he's preoccupied. Technically, this is the closer one. Which is the wild bit, this is the closest one. Okay, the bazaar is... actually pretty low on divine rice. That is surprising. That's a decent amount of divine rice. Maybe I can sneak by him? Yes. Is the answer. Good. Good is the answer. Big man. This is not a good position to assault him from, to be honest. Better position to fight him in. Of course, that's to be Ice Onibi. Not the worst one in the world, to be honest. Actually, not a bad encounter at all. Of course, there was a Kodama shrine right here. Of course! What do you want? Now, I cannot tell if those guys give better loot than the chests or not. Oh, treasure sensor. That's rare to find on a yokai. What was I working towards? Right, more sloth talismans. I think that's what I was working towards. Okay, Snake Lady, you just stay there. I'm never gonna mess with you again. Preferably. Hello, little guy. Do I have something for you? Have a chunk of armor, my good little man. But there was Doorgrave. Where's Door? Where's Sentient Door? Like, I am bamboozled as to why his grave was way over there, but there's no door? Like, at all. Okay.
新手か。織田の弱兵どもがいくら来ても無駄よ。
And dead. Are you kidding? That is an elephant. That's gonna make exploring around here very dangerous. Yes, it would seem. Elemental elephant. An elemental elephant. No! I did not mean to encounter you. Good man.
また魚が一匹増えたようじゃ。
Of course. Lightning elephant.
田舎侍。刺身にしてやる。
And of course he's a dual swordsman. Oh, those tend to be annoying. Ouch! And that was exactly where I didn't want to go. And that was precisely where I did not want to go. I didn't think I was reaching. Yes, I did in fact climb that mountain. With all of its traps and everything. Good old Scampus over there. Beaten to death by the one-eyed Oni. Oh, that poor fool. And there's all the Kodamas. That's a relatively nice and easy run. And that is why two-handed dual swordsmen are annoying. They just tend to get infinite combos. Oh, come on. How are we supposed to counter that one? Note to self, do not eat all the arrows to the face. That seems like a very, very bad idea. You were saying? Oh, ho, ho. I think I'm getting him. No, that's a bad idea. Taking arrows to the knee. That's a terrible idea. Why would you ever? I know. I understand the implied meaning. Lightning elephant at that. Oh, nothing much I could do there. He comboed me. At least we made it to the boss in a decent time frame. Like, I remember some of these Nioh levels taking... Well, the levels from Nioh 1 taking nearly the full time period. Either I've gotten better, which I won't discount... Okay, elephant. I literally cannot take a single hit if I'm gonna beat him. Oh. Success. Successful use of the Shiftling ability in order to successfully murderize a man. Oh, that was close. But he fought like a true samurai. Dual swords, spear, and bow, all well-known weapons of the samurai. Though sadly he opposes Oda Nobunaga, so he must be beaten. Give me the elephant.
血を分けた兄を殺し手に入れた当主の座は幻か。
Well, that sounds like poor planning on your part.
寸縁山に栄えしよくや世の亡き後は名優らの草刈り場となり果てよう。うつけ信長に伝えよ。新しき世の先駆けとなれ。はよいたせ。酔いの覚めぬうちに。
Well, that was most certainly one way to do it. No. Not at all. Yeah, and we just killed him. Yeah. You're not wrong, Oda Nobunaga. You're not wrong. Oroku Genzo. We have been made a samurai, apparently. Spoilers, achievements. Eyes front. Little Scampus in the way. Meanwhile, we hold the Scampus that was blocking his path. God, that's a fluffy cat. Yes, ma'am. Oh, oh no, that is his sister. That is not good. Do not be eyeing that one, monkey man. Do not eye that one. That is going to end poorly for you. Possibly. It seems like Lord Nobunaga might even make us a samurai for the slaying of Yashimoto. It just goes to show that even without the right social standing or lineage, if you're bold enough to go out there and prove yourself, you can really go places. I'm warming to this Nobunaga guy, more and more. And that gorgeous younger sister of his, Lady Ochi. I could have sworn she made my heart skip a beat or two. We better do what we can to Make sure we keep them both impressed. We did unlock a sword skill. Some more parry abilities on that one. Problem is it only says certain skills. It doesn't tell us which skills, and that's the problem. Some more titles. Let's look at our equipment, see what we got. We got a lot of things. No real good, better swords. Life drain from melee kill, that is actually a good one to have. We'll just switch over to that one. Unlock that one. Poison sword, good to have. And knives, which are a form of dual swords. Still no better hammer, still no better axe. Several forms of pickaxe. And they do increase item drop rate, but they are kind of not that great. Better purified weapon. Fire weapon, yes. And a better fist, yes. A better clawed fist, yes. And purity fists, yes. Good. Wisteria bows. Is that a better bow? I think that's just a better bow. Still no better gun, but that is to be expected. What do we have hat-wise? Yeah, of course it has to be heavy armor. It looks like good armor, but of course it's heavy armor. Why would it not be? Why would it not be? Like, that's some very cool looking armor. Problem, it's heavy armor. It's not even good heavy armor either. It's just heavy armor. Ah, here we are. Another merchant. Excellent. Again, other than it being heavy armor, it's really not that good otherwise. +9 luck, actually. Unlock the hand mirror for the lightning charm. Because we can do something about that in the blacksmith. You can now make mini things. Including basic rifles. I don't need 300 of that. I do need to bring it up to an even 100, though. What do you have in your special finds? Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Question is, what can it take? If we went to temper this, what could we get from it? I'd hate to remove the lightning resistance, because that kind of eliminates the entire point. I think that's about the best we're going to get on it because of the luck, familiarity bonus, and the proficiency bonus. Unless we get, like... Never mind. Soul drop rate, luck, and a familiarity bonus. Yeah, that's a good one. Like, that's worthy. Now we go to disassemble, and all items, just disassemble everything. And put a break on you, because that's just a good one to have. Right, the merchant's robes I wanted to... Oh, goodness. Defense plus 12? Yes. Might as well add the life, because that's just a good... never mind. Equipment drop rate on you... That's pretty good. That's really good, to be honest. None of those. Those are both good to have. That's not a bad set either. That's just a good merchant set right there. Do I want luck on the mask? It has enemy sensor, defense +6, and would indeed have luck now. But I would lose faster winded recovery, which is probably pretty good. But +11 luck. Yes. Well, we do have some levels we can spend. A courage never hurt. That ninja spell. Like, I still want this. None of the other spells really speak to me. That's a good one. I suppose we can invest into that. What is our current level? I do not already know. I've already forgotten what our level is. 39. That's not terrible. Match our merchant friend. Aside from our wonderful hat. Can I ask you to do something for me? And to keep it a secret from Tokichiro? You see, I dropped something very important in Okahazama. Okahazama. I wanted to go back and get it, but the place is just teeming with yokai. And painful though it is to admit, I wouldn't last long out there. I'm sorry to admit, but could you go and retrieve the item for me? It really is irreplaceable. Please do this for me? Fine. I mean, we did just familiarize ourselves with the map, so... They just have that closed off. And these are big gaki too. These are no, well, these are not big ones, but they're not the piddling ones. I'll take the free soul core. Right, gakis consume each other and become big gakis. I forgot that is how they tend to operate. Mini bozos. No, toxic slimes. It's a difference. Ooh, toxic slime core. That's a new one. There's a Kappa? Possibly? Of course, Kappas do kind of just randomly show up, so... He may have had a Kappa there, but there definitely wasn't one for me. Of course. Wait, not that direction, then... Which direction? Like, there's no way... up from here. And I think I hear a fire monk. I think I hear a wheel monk. I so desperately don't want to hear a wheel monk, but I know there's one there. I didn't see that spring, but apparently there's a hot spring here. Huh. I wonder if this was here all the time. It may have been. It may not have been. Of course. Of course. No. Couldn't hit him if I tried. I have not encountered one of you. His trap has been sprung. And promptly ignored. And promptly ignored. Poor guy got hit in the eye and couldn't think clearly to launch his trap. He's not the only one, mind you, who has a trap idea. This toxic slime also had an idea. Not a great idea, mind you, but it had an idea. Hmm? That's an alert sound. Of course, two Gakis. The fact that I'm taking my time to clear this out is a concern. Of course. Had to be one of you. I am getting them down, but they are still annoying enough. Ooh, a Nanban Chorus. That could be good. Could be is the key term. In fact, those Gakis drop those all the time is just a little ridiculous. Alright, what do we have that we could drop? Ah, it's a medium armor, but it's a good medium armor. Take an accessory. Really? Just a small spirit stone, huh? That was an extremely useless enemy. I hear a wheel monk. That's not a wheel monk. That's not a wheel monk at all. I take it back. I found something worse than wheel monks. And I didn't think that was possible. Oh, dear God. No, stop that. That is the thing. Holding this entire realm together. I should have kicked down the, Oh, God. Really? Also, that's the closest. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that actually definitely pisses me off. Like, that's the closest? Like, that's the closest. And I'll have to make an entire run. All the... Well, that happened. Loss of at least one entire level's worth of goods. I think I could see why you'd want to approach that side. I can see why the other approach is technically better. Because you don't have to deal with those particular guys and that level of a confrontation, but still. Unfortunately, Tengu Man here. A pain in the ass. It's not even late, and yet I'm just horribly messing up now that I've beaten a main boss, and it's like, seriously? What am I even doing? What even am I doing? The answer, that is the question, because I have no freaking idea. No! God! Fighting the Tengu on the cliff is not good. You're kidding me. I'm already out of Divine Rice. I have no clue why I'm focused on this Tengu. I really shouldn't be. We know where the boss is. We know how to get to him in a relatively fast manner. Let's just do it. Damn it. I was gonna say, that's a sign that there's a bloody monk around. What? Don't care, don't care. Get up the goddamn ladder. Ow! Oh, are you kidding me? This was not an alternate path in? No. No is your answer. Not the being I wanted to fight, but so be it. Alright, there's a usable item that will return him to me. I've seen it before. I need to just not get caught. Okay, those are my sloth talismans. Your realm is no more. Be gone. Oh good, they're no longer aggressive. Whatever that was... There was... Oh, finally, a different rifle. Okay, so killing him did in fact eliminate all the enemies. Good. Good. He was a pain in the gosh darn arse. Of course. Whatever it was, we won't get a chance to fight it because, of course, now that the enemies are all dead... Well, what did he leave behind? What did you leave behind? An abacus! An abacus! Of all things! Once again proving that front doors are often far more well defended than they need to be. Oh, it's you. And that's my abacus. No doubt about it. It looks like you didn't get a scratch on the frame or beads. Oh, thanks greatly. You've helped me out. Oh, this thing? We got it from Kami back when I was exiled from the Oda clan. I may not look like it, but I'm pretty good with numbers, and I've done all manner of calculations on this contraption. Oh, the backbone of the family, so I need to be on top of things like that. Do you have something you want to say? Look, if you're out for a reward, I can sort something out for you. Now go on, get out of here. And remember, not a word of this to Tokichiro. Oh, good God. Aha! Finally! A purified spear. Technically a better ranged weapon. Might be good to keep around if we can get some good stuff on it. Those are just better gloves, just in general. We now have unlocked a better hut. But we can also be... Oh, elephant is mini. Mini elephant. We should actually look and see what elephant can actually do. Like, he might actually be good to have, like, use him. Not really. Not really. I mean, he's got some toughness on him. An anima boost. I definitely need to sort through the cores I have, though. Still nothing new, huh? That is now a really, really good robe. Like, that is just better. Like, that is perfect. Item drop rate, equipment drop rate, and faster wind recovery. Like, that's perfect. We no longer look like our merchant friend. Of course, it is quite literally just bare-chested. With tiny cape. Why not? Why not? Because why not? Well, next time, we have, next stream will be on Friday. It is demo time for Animusha. The new Animusha apparently has a demo on Steam. We'll be testing that one out and seeing how that one runs. Onimusha. A series where Oda Nobunaga is the villain. As he traditionally is. Apparently we acquired a shiftling ability. And if only we had that axe ability. More low health options, even though I prefer not to have them, to use them. Well, let's have a look at the illustration, the yokai illustrations again. I believe when you go into New Game Plus, it translates the yokai text. If I'm remembering correctly. The umbrellas. Then the wara. Worm-like beasts. Door wall. Elephant. Tusked elephant. Bird. Puppy. He is an eccentric. Princess No. Happily married until the day they died, and then they both became horrible yokai monstrosities. More her than anyone else. She was a bit of a pain. Well, and with that, I suppose that we will call this to an end. And we'll see everybody Friday at midnight 30 for the demo for Onimusha 5. And then we'll see everybody Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern for more Nioh 2. I'll get that one up and running as soon as I get the thumbnail created. If you haven't noticed, keeping up to date with how the character looks, which means I kind of have to do it one stream at a time, which is kind of annoying. But that was the same thing with Nioh 1. When I was taking the mission names and sticking them in there, I decided not to do that. Not this go round. We'll see you next time.